Yeah, no problem. Well, in the meantime, I'll start saying what you will see in the chart. Two words on VNOVA. A lot of people know us as the company behind MPEG-5 LCVC. One thing that I wanted to say is that there's a bit more to VNOVA than just that. As VNOVA, we stand for hierarchical, massively parallel, and low complexity encoding. And so we've been the leader at promoting these types of technologies that are especially important to drive sustainability, low processing, real-time operations, and as we will see also, AI operations. In general, our principle is really adapting the algorithm as much as possible to the real capacity and the real-time constraints of the silicon that video processing and image processing and data processing operates on. At the core, what we did is over 1,200 patents. So, we are a big IP company. Although, as we like to say, we have a big ratio of engineers and PhDs to lawyers. It's actually a 40-to-1. So, we are not, we do IP because it's important in this business, but we are very much a product company and a technology company. So we develop products and we develop solutions together with our partners. We fully own essential IP for 3 international coding standards. But we also have essential patents on 2 more, in particular HEVC and VVC, that we also are promoters for. And in general, we are a leading contributor to anything that stands for hierarchical, also multi-layer coding, low complexity coding, and massively parallel coding. We operate in video, not just in media and entertainment, but also in surveillance, military, and industrial applications of video, where we operate mostly with MPEG-5 LCVC-based products. We operate also in XR, where we are pushing the envelope of experiences with 6 degrees of freedom experiences. Earlier, we were talking with Ericsson about holographic experiences. That's pretty much what it is. So essentially putting people inside a movie with the quality of a movie. Some people have seen the demo. I invite you to see it when it's available. And last but not least, AI and generative AI, where we've been working a lot with NVIDIA to demonstrate how multi-layer, massively parallel coding can speed up multifold media indexing, content search, and generative AI applications, both in training and inferencing. So, that's pretty much what we do, in a nutshell, a lot of things. I wanted to share some big news specifically for media and entertainment and MPEG-5 LCVC in broadcast, because what happened in the past few months is quite relevant. And I was actually, it was fun that talking to some people yesterday, I saw that the news hasn't spread yet. But there's a very important news coming from Brazil that has been brewing for the past 3 years, but now it's real. SBTVD TV3 has been approved in October, is launching. So it's not a pilot, it's not something theoretical, but it's actually something that is really happening, and it's happening now. I will show, actually I will not show because it's only 3 minutes, but essentially it's launching now. Channels are going on air in a few months, literally in May, the first channels. And actually it's scaling up with devices, and will go commercial operations by the end of this year, and in particular for 2026, especially with the World Cup driving a lot of adoption. For people that don't know about SBTVD, of course, proudly, SBTVD supports both VVC and LCVC, so very important for us as VNOVA. We've been cooperating a lot with Globo and the Brazilian government to push this standard. But in particular, it's not just the video coding, it's everything. It's HDR, of course. It's the possibility to stream Ultra HD, P60, HDR, immersive audio, interactive advertising, you name it. It's the best of all the technologies available. And also for what concerns the physical layer, it's the first broadcast standard that will adopt MIMO. And that's actually something extremely interesting because it will allow essentially to stay below 10 megabits and without aerials in the rooftops to distribute super high quality content to a very broad population. So very, very interesting, and it's happening, and it's driving ecosystem adoption of these technologies that will also serve the purposes across the planet to use these technologies, because now chipsets, device manufacturers are equipping their products with these technologies, and of course the whole world can benefit. ATSC has already adopted and absorbed the characteristics of the SBTVD standard. This is a major event that actually happened last week, so it's pretty recent. Some of you actually participated or even drove the process. And it's a very big event because it means that for the first time there's a sort of Pan-American plus Korea standard, because SBTVD adopts the ATSC physical layer. Now ATSC absorbed the characteristics and the codecs of the SBTVD standard, and this means that for the first time we have a sort of Pan-American broadcast that is shaping up, with the first deployment in Brazil happening now. So very important, because people think sometimes that broadcast is dead. As much as other delivery methods are important as well, broadcast is not dead, and there are a lot of very important use cases where broadcast still has a lot to say, especially by adopting top technologies such as these. So, okay, sorry, I had this chart, but I've already said it. It's starting literally now. It's in deployment. So what we are showing here, we have there a demo showing that devices in the market are already equipped to support the standard. For instance, we bought, coming here, a Hisense TV, just flashed the OS, and off you go. We are showing how it can already decode the standard components, so LCVC, enhanced VVC, and immersive audio, etc. For what concerns MP5 LCVC, it's also important that it will be available in chipsets for smart TVs and set-top boxes. That's of course true for Latin America, but those chipsets are used across the board, so also for streamers and players that have been wanting to leverage the benefits of the codec, they'll be able to do it. And then there are additional SoC designs that are happening now. But the big message here, it's really happening. It's not a pilot any longer. It's not a showcase, but it's actually a deployment that is going to hundreds of millions of people in the next couple of years. And that's it.